your discussion about the Isle of Man is all invalid. You did draw a tangent to a horizon that should have had a bent line to it, Rumpus.
And I was demonstrating just the geometric horizon.
That doesn't exist. You don't have that, Rumpus.
Yes, and then I'd have gone...
Yes! If the horizon's refracted, you haven't got a tangent to it. And your most recent rebuttal that you're trying to obfuscate away from more and more was that it depends where you draw a tangent to it. Well, if it's refracted, it's not got a tangent line to it.
Look at the Andrew Young diagram, which shows you the ray of light, there's a line of sight coming and hitting a tangent point.
Yeah, and in the Isle of Man discussion, that line of sight was straight to the bulge. Your now debunked Earth curve edge horizon.
Right, I have to draw a diagram because you're clearly too stupid to understand infinitesimal.
No, don't just ad hom me. Yeah, in the Isle of Man, you drew a tangent to the bulge, Rumpus, to claim it was Earth curve getting in the way. It wasn't a refracted bulge.
Well, I may have explained that's a geometric condition, just like Mick West has...
Oh, so it was a geometric horizon getting in the way after all, then?
Thank you, Fritz. Fritz has just posted...
So it was a geometric horizon getting in the way after all, then?
No, it wasn't. It was the refractor. As I went...
No, it wasn't. You drew a tangent to it.
I talked about...
You drew a tangent to it?
Refracted horizon.
You drew a tangent to it.
I may have drawn that and wanted to demonstrate geometric horizons.
Oh, so it was a geometric horizon, then?
But it was. It was a refracted horizon.
No, it wasn't. You drew a tangent to it, my friend.
I may have been talking about geometric horizons at that point.
So it was a geometric horizon. Oh, dear, Rumpus.
That would have been the dumbed-down explanation for you.
Dumbed down? You drew a horizon in the Isle of Man discussion that didn't exist.
Yes, you're denying refraction again.
Sorry, you drew a line to a horizon that didn't exist in the Isle of Man discussion, Rumpus. Tangent line to it.
I was probably just demonstrating the geometric horizon.
You don't have that. It doesn't exist. You don't have a tangent to the horizon, my friend. It's refracted. So your Isle of Man was wrong, then. You drew a straight line to a horizon. It needed to be bent, Rumpus.
Fritz has posted the Andrew Young diagram.
Sorry, Rumpus, you seem to be ignoring me. What a coward. Your discussion about the Isle of Man is all invalid. You did draw a tangent to a horizon that should have had a bent line to it, Rumpus.
And I was demonstrating just the geometric horizon.
That doesn't exist. You don't have that, Rumpus.
Yes, and then I'd have gone...
Yes! So you have just invalidated your entire argument in regards to the Isle of Man, then. You were drawing a tangent to something that didn't exist. That's wrong.
No, I didn't. I did.
Yeah, you just said you did. And we know you did. You drew a straight line to it, a tangent. That's my point. Your bulge. That's Earth curve. Yeah, you didn't have a tangent to that bulge when you argued with us in the Isle of Man discussion, Rumpus. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
How? Fritz has put up the Andrew Young diagram that you're familiar with.
Right, the Andrew Thomas Young diagram explains how you've got a bent line to the horizon, and in the Isle of Man discussion, you drew a straight line to it. Is he ignoring me? Is he just talking while I talk?
He keeps on saying that Fritz hasn't posted this
diagram. Is he just talking while I talk? Is he descended it into chaos so he doesn't have to respond to me anymore? What's wrong,
Yeah,
Rumpus?
sorry about that, man. Go ahead.
You scared of me,
In
Rumpus?
Discord, Fritz has posted the diagram.
Said that 17 times.
Nathan.
We heard. Do you want to hear my response, or are you scared of it?
Well, are you going to look at the diagram? We're going to talk about this diagram.
Fritz
has posted it.
I've looked. Are you going to let me respond, coward? Or not?
Okay, look at the diagram.
I've looked.
Yeah,
I've just did, and now I'm going to respond to it. In the diagram, Andrew Thomas Young describes the horizon as having a bent line to it. Now, that's
Correct.
his
Point
description. Oh, you're terrified. My God, Flat Earthers have got you on the ropes. This is epic. Thanks, cats. Thanks, Roofy. You've opened these floodgates. That's why we're talking about the Isle of Man. That's why I put your face on it, Roofy. You were there, man. You were there. Well, you drew tangents to the horizon now, didn't you? To that bulge that you claim got in the way of the Isle of Man? Well, according to Rumpus, he's now demanding that we look at Andrew Thomas Young's bent line to a horizon.
Yeah, exactly, and that shows you...
Yeah, that shows you how you didn't do that. You drew a straight line in the Isle of Man discussion, Rumpus.
I'd have done both. One to explain.
You'd have done both. You didn't, though, did you? That was my point originally. You didn't draw a bent line to a refracted bulge, Rumpus. You didn't do that.
As well, to explain to you how it works. There are two in this diagram, aren't there? Can you see?
There weren't two horizons in the Isle of Man discussion. There was just one with a tangent line drawn to it, and that horizon doesn't exist. There wasn't two horizons in the Isle of Man. Anyone in G Plus remember there being a second horizon asserted in the Isle of Man discussion?
Nope.
Only the one.
I remember Rumpus uttering that, and then we were just bluffed, like, what? And he pointed at, like, there's the horizon, even though it was obviously not the horizon. So I think that Rumpus might have attempted to insert this pretty early, but it was kind of like, well,
I did
recognized
it
for
all
the
the time
nonsense that
because
it is.
I was going back refraction, and
definitely a
Nathan
funky
denied.
geometric horizon, Nathan, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. He drew a
Funky
tangent to
and
it.
Geometrical.
He's disclaimed that here, Adam. He's made it explicitly clear that he was drawing a line to it and saying it's the dumbed down version.
Mm.
So just look at the
Dumbed
Fritz
down being
diagram. That's
something
got
he's
the
now
geometric
denying.
and the
Version.
Yeah, he keeps directing us to the horizon in a model that he wasn't applying in the Isle of Man, and that's my point. So he's saying, look at Andrew Thomas Young. He's got a bent line to the horizon, which you didn't apply in the Isle of Man. You had a straight line to it. So you were utilizing geometry that's debunked. And I'm saying, well, the horizon wasn't a refracted horizon in the Isle of Man. It was just claimed to be Earth curve getting in the way.
Rumpus is on a tangent, and he needs to get bent.
On the ropes, he's getting absolutely pummeled by me.
not at all.
Not at all. You drew a straight line to the horizon in the Isle of Man, and you're now showing us a diagram that shows that you should have drawn a bent line to it, which would have invalidated all the geometry because that requires a tangent line, as per the tangent line you drew in the Isle of Man discussion. So showing me a bent line that wasn't applied isn't really a justifiable reason for your now invalidated straight line geometry to an Earth curve bulge horizon that's been debunked by the Black Swan. You're terrified of us now.
I was referring to the refracted horizon in Mick West's calculator all the time, Nathan. That's what I pointed you to, and Anthony Riley, and you didn't want to use it.
No, you didn't. You pointed us at refracted targets that had feet and inches values that didn't change with distance, angular size relationships that weren't represented, and Muppet Vision orthographic view that shows you the side of your own head when excluding all aspects of perspective. Nevertheless, when you did your mathematics, you very specifically drew a straight line to a tangent point called the bulge you was asserting was being proven by the Isle of Man debate. You were saying, here's our proof of Earth curve, it's getting in the way of the Isle of Man, and here's my tangent line to it. And that was the geometric horizon. Not anymore.
The Rumpus just claimed there, Nathan, that you forced him into using a particular type of geometry at the Isle of Man days. You made him use that one even though he didn't want to.
No, I was
That
teaching for
makes
teaching
excuse.
purposes. He denied refraction, so I had to show him what it did geometrically. And then, like Thomas Young's diagram, who's included the refracted line of sight, I then did that. I
the
did
refracted
both,
line of sight.
just as Thomas Young's diagram does. It's not difficult.
The refracted line of sight includes an R value in his mathematics. He's got standard refraction at 7 over
Yes.
6 R. Well, the refraction
Yes,
rate
so
based
what?
on R. Why are you so scared of us? Man, you'd think you could just have a normal conversation. I'm calm. Why can't you be? I know. It's because the Earth's not a sphere. Your assumptions of R require geometric tangent point horizons that you were claiming were proven by the Isle of Man discussion when you drew tangents to those geometric horizons. And you said, look, the geometric horizon's getting in the way of the Isle of Man. Not anymore.